I was in the area, and of course I see plants, I have to stop. So let's go take a look at what it looks like at this Home Depot. It is not my regular Home Depot. This is in Torrance in Sky Park, and already there are so many plants. I really just had to stop in. It is January, so you can see how many plants we have. And you can tell I'm in a short sleeve shirt today. It is hot. Like, I think we're gonna hit 80. We're going through a heat wave, and we have all our tropicals out front already because our winter is basically everyone else's spring. So lots of things. There's all these tea trees right here. You can see the Traeger person's already out here. We have a Traeger. We love our Traeger. All the smokers are out. It's a full-on party. We have that one over there. And then, oh, bearroot roses are out. So time to get your bearroot roses. Now, these are $16.98, and there's all different ones. They're all labeled. You'll see some of them are starting to sprout. And try to find a good example, like right here. And roses are supposed to look bare like this at this time of year. They probably just came from the grower. And then, oh, the azaleas look so pretty. I'm gonna help them out. This one fell down. There we go. Okay, whoops. So these ones, such a pretty color. I grew up in South Carolina for a little bit, and I just remember azaleas everywhere. And look, there's hibiscus right there. Oh my gosh, there's so many landscaping plants. I love it. This makes me so excited. All this new growth is great energy too for me. I think I had the winter blues for the first time this year. I've never experienced that before, and I am coming out of the slump. So really beautiful hibiscus. I actually don't grow any right now, but there are a few I do want to grow. And there's jasmine. Wow, look, there's so many camellias. They're not flowering yet, but they are loaded up with buds. This is a fantastic location. I usually go to Hawthorne because that one's closer to my house, but I was down here and look at the bougainvillea is blooming. Fun fact, these purple quote unquote flowers are not the flowers. It's actually the inside that are the flowers. These are actually leaves. And some more hibiscus. This is potato vine grown as a tree form, really pretty. And it's like spring here, even though it's January. I hope this brings some color and some joy into your garden if you're in snow or cooler temperatures and you can't garden just yet. These are kind of fun. Oh, and I think it's real wicker. I just love this bougainvillea color. Now, a note on bougainvillea. Sorry, I got distracted. Look how pretty this is. I will never grow these at my house because they shed and I don't want to deal with that. But the color, the display is amazing. And oh, this is Smart Planet, a whole section of drought-tolerant. So here, I love these. It's called a sweet pea shrub. It is not a sweet pea, but it gives you flowers that look kind of similar. And then these I also love. These are called germander azure blue. You can see it's drought tolerant. And I love a good blue purple scheme with a little pop of yellow. On this side, there's more drought tolerant. I'm not a really big succulent person. I just prefer growing a lot of other things before I hit succulents. I do think they're pretty. They are cool. Like these are really nice. But for me, I only grow dragon fruit for succulents. These are really pretty too if you're trying to do something drought tolerant. They're Westingia is the name. Candidly, I'm not good at scientific names. They just don't interest me. But you do need to know them if you are trying to go down to variety and like differentiate between the plants. It is important to know. I still learn them, but in terms of pronouncing and things like that, I try to give myself a little grace. There's all this beautiful lavender. A 5-gallon runs you about $35 now. So it's not exactly cheap, but these plants at least are big and full. And here there's primrose and some more lavender. This is Spanish lavender. You can see the bees absolutely love it. They're all over this lavender. And then this one's a little bit different. I think it's a French lavender. And you have geraniums. My mom loves these. I'm just so. Okay, I'm not even inside yet. This is all outside, but you gotta see there's more. Enough of being on the outside. Let's go in. This is so cute. A little 6-pack, $12.98. That's not bad. Super cute. I haven't been here in a while, but you can see this is a really big location. Really beautifully done. All right, so let's start from one side. This side, oh, okay. Wow, they have bare root strawberries. I haven't seen bare root strawberries. So this is 10 strawberries for $5. Now they are bare root, so you will not get fruit this year, but this is Quinault, Ozark Beauty. So at least the varieties that they are selling here are the right ones for our region. There's even asparagus, garlic. Oh, they even have these white pine berries. Super cute. And there's onion sets, potato sets. There's peonies down there. And there's so much. There's hostas. I really need to work on having a shade garden or a shade space because I want to grow some shade plants. But here, there's pink lemonade blueberry. And the thing is, these are all bare root. You're saving money, but you need to put in the work and the time. If you're buying a bigger plant, then it buys you time and effort. You can save a lot of money if you start from bare root. Now here, this is all the different soils they have, and it goes all the way around. And then here is the vegetable section. They have a ton. Let's take a look. Okay, so right next to the veggie, these are ground covers, and this is actually pretty interesting to me because this is a Smart Planet Smart Mats. It's sedum, all different kinds for $20, and you can look in here and really separate out a lot of plants. This is actually a pretty good deal. You can see there's so many plants inside one flat, and it'd be really interesting to get one and separate them and see how they do. But sedums are really drought tolerant. They're beautiful, and it's just really nice green. So I think this is a great find. I will be blue in the face saying this over and over. Don't buy lettuce as seedlings. I know it's very tempting, but it's just not worth it if you're trying to get return on your investment in terms of what you're spending in the garden, especially as a beginner. It could be fun, you could get it, but if you're trying to save money, start lettuce from seeds. Now here, cauliflower, I think that's great because you can get a head start. The growers have done it for you. And here you can see there's Brussels sprouts, collard greens, broccoli, kale, and then down here there's even spinach. There's Swiss chard, strawberry plants. There's even more brassicas on the bottom down there, different kinds. And then here you have Swiss chard. You have bigger pots for herbs. If you see a big one, it might be fine. I probably wouldn't, but this is $12.98, and you can see if there's more than one plant. This is actually two plants in here, so you're making money. And then here there's actually, oh nope, that's just a piece that fell off. I thought there was another. But yeah, $12.98 for that. It's not bad. And then over here, I'll take you through the pots in a minute, but there's some dragon fruit. Here's a bunch of different fruit trees that they have. I see banana, plum, apples, and then here's mosquito plants. If you deal with mosquitoes, get some of these, grow them. There's scented geraniums. They do have a flower on them, but they're mostly grown for the scent of these, and they repel mosquitoes. So over here, this is some strawberries. We've got rosemary, tomatoes, lemongrass, more rosemary, and then there's even some lavender. It's really cute. This is actually English lavender, and this is what you would cook with right here. You would want them at this stage if you want to ever process and use them. This stage is too far, but this is the bud stage that you would want to harvest if you're going to use them. And then there's peppers down there. There's jalapenos, bell peppers, and big tomatoes. Over here, there's mangoes. Look, they have cherimoya trees. I'm about to eat the cherimoya that I bought. These are papaya trees. There's a fig tree. There's olive trees. There's some ornamentals we'll get into in a minute. And then, oh, sapotes. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but then there's guavas, more cherimoyas, more figs. Let's talk about pots. So here are all of their pots. It starts from the terracotta down to the, is that ceramic? A lot of different decor, different options. They tend to have smaller pots here, and I don't see too many super large ones here. There are wine barrels down there, which we can go closer, and if you want to see, I can show you those. But that's their pot selection. It's a pretty big selection. Okay, let's see what ornamental plants they have here. There's mandavillas. There's a lot of palms. There's just so many plants. There's a lot of tropicals. I know, let me know if you like tropicals. I'm so-so, maybe because I'm spoiled here in Southern California. But here are some grasses, a lot of hibiscus. There's ground covers. There's more azaleas here. And this is like a whole drought-tolerant section right there. And over here, there's even more drought-tolerant because that is a big deal. So here, it does get pretty dry here. If you can figure out how to irrigate properly, you can do non-drought tolerant and still be very water-wise. We can do that in another video. Let me know in the comments if that's something of interest to you. And then this one I really like. This is a vine lilac, not a true lilac, but it's really cute. It's really pretty. The bees love it. And then this one I really like too. The whole drought tolerant section. I know Home Depot is being very mindful, so it can bring that to its customers. And then here's lavender, which is also very drought tolerant once established. And here, I don't know if you say calico, but these are also very drought tolerant, sun tolerant. Cyclamens are in right now. They bloom here in January and through the winter months that we have. And we just went through all of that. I don't think you're interested in pavers and mulch, but if you are, let me know and I can come back and give you the lowdown on that, but that's out there. And then inside, they have all the things you need to pest control. And then over here, oh, I didn't even realize, new to me, I don't know if you knew, but there's the American Horticultural Society has their own tubers for dahlias and also for other bulbs. And then there's the ranunculus, bloomification. Love that. So here there's even echinacea. Okay. And wow, there's so much. Okay, so let's take a look. 30 bulbs for $11. Then 5 bulbs for $11. This is 2 bulbs for $10.98. And then you have all the gloves. I do really like these coated gloves because it keeps your hands a little bit dry and the digs. But I also love these for breathability during the summer. But dirt does get inside them. And I have had these as well. So there's all the different glove options. And then over here, this is their brand. So there's even more bulbs. We planted a lot of bulbs in Maine, so I'm excited to see what that will look like. And then here, what is this? Oh, so you have dark leaf dahlias. So you can see there's dark. This one is a pom-pom blend, so they're going to be 3 inches. And you have hostas. You have ranunculus pastel blend. Love the color palette. Those peonies are really pretty. Scaladiolas, and look, this is kind of cool. a black lily. So, and then over here, asparagus, onion. Okay, we saw those outside. Their seed section is much smaller, but you don't need a lot. I love burpee. I grow burpee seeds. There's back to roots here. And the burpee seeds, the white ones are organics and they're $2.79 a piece, or $1.99 for the heirloom that are not organic. This is $2.49 on this side. $1.99 for these ones up here for some of them, to $2.49 I see. And then the organics are still under $3, so that's pretty good. And then they also have some fairy morse right next to it. And then also this other Stover brand that I don't really know, but it's good to have a lot of options to pick from. They have so many houseplants here too, but before I get to those, they have on this side, I haven't seen this before, but they have a phlox mix here. And also, I've never seen this or grown this. Let me know if you've grown it. Tricertis. I don't even know how you say this, but it looks almost like a lily type. And oh, they even have sea holly. And here, poppies. So I've only seen poppies as seed. I didn't realize that they come like that. So we'll put that there. Lots of different peonies, hollyhocks, lilies, so much. Now, let's just go take a peek at the houseplants. Let me know what houseplants you love and have success with and really enjoy growing, because I don't really do houseplants. And this, I think, is the year I'm going to change that. But, oh, they have some rare looking ones. Look at this. It was $30 for that cactus. It's very cool. That's pretty neat. Oh, their citrus trees are in here. And then here, this is pretty inexpensive for a houseplant these days, but this is pothos. And then, oh, I have to show you this. And there's baby pineapples. Ow, I just poked myself in the face. So, oh, it's in a terracotta pot. Gotta be careful. But little baby pineapples. Now, this is definitely more ornamental. You probably wouldn't want to eat that, but you could try. I don't know how good it is, but those are grown in a greenhouse, I'm sure, and then brought out here. But, oh, look, I'm getting so distracted. There's these. So pretty. So pretty. And then there's a whole section of orchids. There's potting mix down below for indoors. There's arrangements. There's air plants. Wow. There's even staghorn fern. And then over here, look at all these. So pretty. And then this middle section, I think, is more decorative, especially with the pots. And then over here, you've got your little Zen garden with the bamboo. And you can see it's like layered, so short, medium, it's like a spiral. And it actually has a wax cap to keep water out. It's a little pretty pot. And then down here, this is perfect for Lunar New Year coming up. And then these ones, I guess they light up. And you can see probably just empty it out and put new plants in it. And this looks actually like bamboo. It is, it's variegated bamboo. Right here. Oh, that's kind of neat. Definitely haven't seen that before. There's even these right here. I love a good string of plants. And they look so good. I know some people grow this outdoors. This is totally giftable already. It has like a purple tone and it also has some iridescence. I don't know if you could see, but, ooh, and there's some arrangements. There's some more succulents up here. That's what January looks like here. Let me know if you saw anything you like in the comments. And of course, like and subscribe so I can see you in the next video.